I'll be cheering you guys on. Thanks.
That's what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of time. So, McLaren out. Is that this one's got 7 players? Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our AFL QClash for our wheelchair AFL. We are out here at Iona College today. I'm Alyssa Beasley, and joined with me up in the commentary box is Brad Can. Say hello, Brad.
Hey, how is everyone?
Good chat from Brad. So we have a Gold Coast Suns home game today. The team is lining up. Number 1, we've got Joel Fernandez. Number 2, David Colston. 3, David McCormick. 4, I apologise, that is the Brisbane Lions team. The Suns, we have Paul Letters, Chris Robson, Jace Tyler, Andrew Warhurst, Grant Cunningham, Kent McKelvey, and Andrew Miller, captain again today. Back to our Lions team. Brad will read them out.
We have Joel Fernandez, David Colston, David McCormick, Tristan Orchard, Alison Mosley, Daniel Vanden Hoek, Stephen French, and Michael Dobby Briggs, who's also the captain.
So Dobby Bridges today, he is actually still recovering from an injury. I believe it's a broken leg. So he is leading from the bench today. Umpire today we have Luke McLean, and just a quick recap of last week's game. We had the Brisbane Lions finishing with a 67-point lead at 115 points to the Gold Coast Suns 48. We should get started here any second.
Yeah, it was a real dominant performance last week from the Brisbane Lions. They looked really good, came in form, and moved the ball around really well.
They did. They definitely did. The Lions definitely came out and made a statement from the first ball up last week. So be very interesting to see what happens this week. And also, Brad, just a big shout out to Pathways to Care for sponsoring this event and making this possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know they're down here today, coming down, being a part of the day, which is always great to see them here and for them to have a presence. And yeah, I know the players as well as the community really appreciate all their support that they provide.
Yeah, they have been a big sponsor throughout this whole tournament. So it'll be good to see what happens today as the teams are lining up. We've got Luke McLean, our umpire, ready to start. This should be a very interesting game, hopefully today. So as we can see here, we have Andrew Miller starting off in the centre with, I believe that's Mosley. Alison Mosley there. So last week we saw Andrew Miller play a couple different positions, so this week it should be good to get him back in the middle and see what he can bring to the table for the Suns.
Yeah, he had a really good performance last week. He contributed in a number of ways, all areas of the floor. So, yeah, it will be good to have him back in the middle and have him leading the group.
And here we go. Perfect. That's a dominant tap there by Miller. He really took control of that. The Suns ball, all unlucky. It's just gone out there. That will be the Lions ball. That is McCormick with the ball, just ready to bring that back into play. What a good pass. He's just found Coulston there. Nice play there. Back to McCormick. He's seen, just unlucky. Just fell that little bit too half forward there, didn't it?
Absolutely, and this is what they did a great job of last week. Just really got it going through hands quickly and got it going forward and just really came out on the attack. And they've definitely showed up this week in the exact same intent.
Yeah, the Lions are doing well, but the Suns aren't making it easy for them, are they?
No, and the Suns had a really good second half last week. Like, they responded to the Brisbane Lions' outstanding second quarter, and they really had a really strong defensive second half. So they'll be looking to carry that on to this week's game.
They sure will be. So we've just had the ball brought back into play from a Suns ball, and it's gone to Robson, and it's back to Robson. Oh no, turned over. Let's see what this call is here. Believe it is Suns ball. That's in the hands of Robson there.
Yes.
So let's see what he does. We've got a lot of movement down forward. This will be good to see. Oh, he's taken the time. This might be in his range. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be good for the Suns to get an early lead on the board. Oh, so close. So we have a point there from Chris Robson.
We definitely saw that in the later parts of the game. The Suns really made a great run last week, and they demonstrated they could really, make those goals from further out.
Oh, look at that. Coast to coast there from our lovely Brisbane Lions. It's been brought in by Coulston, picked up by Fernandez, and now it's down the end. And that is a goal for Mr. Stephen French. The Lions will be loving that now. Let's see how these Suns can bounce back from that. Here we go, and we're back to the middle now. Another dominant tap there. The Suns are really just getting it out of that middle nice and quick. The ball's held up a little bit. He's been touched. He's got it out in the hands of everyone at the moment. Ball's just getting passed around a little bit. Coulston found a way to get it out there. Fernandez was a little bit unlucky. They've kept the ball alive, though, haven't they, Just? Both teams, they just really want it today.
Yeah, it's been a real scrap and a battle at the moment. And
Chris Robson. A little bit unlucky there, but it was a good play, and it was a good spatial awareness there that we just saw to see that option coming in. So the Lions will bring this ball back into play. McCormick is the man to bring it back in. He's a little bit unlucky there. Just went over the fingertips of Coulston. So this will be the Suns' ball to bring back in. The Suns would be loving this right now.
Absolutely. I know they'll be looking to take advantage of it. They did a really good job just at that last play phase, getting it out.
Oh, what an intercept there by David Coulston. Just got that hand out and knocked that ball right out of the hands of the Suns players. But yeah, as you were saying, the Suns, they are doing well to find some opportunities in their forward line.
Absolutely, and they're doing a really good job getting in the scramble right now and in the scrap, coming up with the ball. So hopefully they'll be able to capitalise and get some goals from this.
I believe that was a holding the player call there. So this is number 3.
And he won the kick before from that range. I don't know if the angle's going to give him, the right shot, but he's going to... Oh, he's kicked that really well,
Chris Robson there. So he's on 1 goal and 2 points today. This might be his big game. He played well last week. He got 3 goals in his pocket, so let's see how many he can get on today.
He's done a great job coming out really aggressive, and just once he gets his marks, just taking his time and, getting after it, which is really good, and is a really good intent to start the game with.
He has, hasn't he? He's really just taken that lead and gotten in front. So a little bit unlucky there. The Suns got the tap. It went more to the Lions' favour there. Now the ball's being brought back in by McKelvey. He's just bringing it back in, see what he can find. Oh, Robson, we were just absolutely praising him, and look at him go. He's got the play on.
He has been everywhere today.
Oh, a little bit unlucky there, that post.
This is great, and this is what we want to see from the Gold Coast Suns. It's their home game today. We want to see them come out, be the aggressors, and really take it to them, especially after the first half performance from the Brisbane Lions last week. They were so dominant. It's good to see the Gold Coast Suns really come out and be the aggressors.
It is, and the Lions here, they're finding some space to get a couple marks here, find some space. Everybody's moving around a little bit, trying to find some opportunities. The Suns' defence is quite strong today, and we have got the safe hands of Tristan Orchard back on. So he's actually one of the All-Australian players. He is a very strong defender for our Brisbane Lions. He took a lot of control last week and really dominated the game in their back line. Oh, look at those hands there from French. A little bit unlucky. Oh, what a smother there. It's getting absolutely shut down by Andy Miller.
Miller's been everywhere in the middle today. He's been smothering the ball. He's been getting hands on it, really in all the loose ball gets. So it's great to see him having an impact.
Now we see the ball in French's hands. He's going to take his time and hopefully take this. Let's see, he's lining up, he's hitting it through, and speaking of, a little bit unlucky there. It just fell a little bit short.
Once again, Andy Miller having an impact on the game.
A little bit of commotion back here. Not sure what's happening. They're a bit... he couldn't get out of there. It was a little bit stuck there. That's all right. He's going to hop out of the way now. Let's see. Suns are going to bring the ball back in. It's good to see all the players there with a smile on their face. They're loving being out here. So that is in the safe hands of our lovely Gold Coast Suns. Let's see what they're going to do now. Good mark there by McKelvey. He's doing quite well today as well. He's had quite a few touches. Miller's got it again. Let's see who's presenting up forward. Robson
once again.
He's got a couple of options. And that's Orchard, and that is going straight down to... back to Orchard. So that is going to be turned over. That is going to be the Gold Coast Suns ball there. The game, it's really anyone's at this moment, isn't it? Like, it's changing dynamics very quickly, and we're losing possession, and both teams really want it. It's good to see.
It's a real scrap and battle at the moment, which is always entertaining for the spectators, and it's so great to see so many people here supporting it and being involved in the community with this. So absolutely, it's giving the spectators every bit of their time while they came.
There's a great turnout today, I think, from both teams getting spectators on here. And obviously, as we said before, our Pathways to Care team that's flown up to come and watch this game and really show their support again. It's what you like to see. So, speaking of, back to the game now. We are in the safe hands of Orchard. He's taken it so close. Just bounced off the fingertips there of French. A little bit unlucky. Look at that. Gold Coast Suns, that is what we like to see. In the spirit of the game, we have had McKelvey put his hand up and say that he touched that ball last.
Yeah, it's always great to see, and it's good leadership from the team, just playing in the right spirit.
That's what we like to see in the game, isn't it, just? So we are going to get this ball brought back in by the Brisbane Lions. We're just checking if everything's okay down there. Perfect. We're all good. Should be bringing the ball back into play in a second.
I think there's something wrong. I think they're going to make an interchange here.
They might be making a quick sub.
Yeah.
So, perfect. We have just had a sub. So McKelvey's gone off, and I believe that is Paul Letters coming back on.
Yeah. We have Orchard here. He's got a mark right in the front of the goalpost. And very confidently put it straight through. And the Brisbane Lions retake the lead now.
When you are plan managed by Pathways to Care, you can rest easy knowing your NDIS invoices will be paid fast. Reach out for more information on 1300 467 284. Great sponsors today, Pathways to Care, as we've said previously. And back over to the game. It's moving very quickly out there, isn't it?
Absolutely, and this is what the Brisbane Lions do a great job of, is when they do have the momentum and they start attacking and they come up with the possession, they really maximise their opportunities. And we saw it last week in the second quarter. They had a real dominant quarter, and they're starting to grab a little momentum right now and starting to really take grasp. So Gold Coast Suns will need to be really...
Oh, what a play there.
They'll need to capitalise here to end the quarter strong, I think.
Perfect. Miller, though, he just got those hands out. That's what we like to see. A nice mark there, and it's coming back down. Oh, a little bit unlucky there for the Suns, but the Lions will be loving that. Mosley with a great mark. Played down just in front of French a little bit too much, but we've got Orchard. Oh, unlucky. That one goes behind as a point. 10 seconds left on the clock. Probably get brought back in, and then that siren will go off. And that brings us to the conclusion of our first quarter here at Iona College with our wheelchair AFL QClash, with the Gold Coast Suns on 14 and our Brisbane Lions trailing on 9 points. Please excuse me, sorry, I mean our Brisbane Lions on 14 and our Gold Coast Suns trailing. pathwaystocare.com.au. Welcome back, everybody, to our wheelchair AFL QClash. We have got a great game on our hands, a very close one. As said before, we are at Iona College over here with a Gold Coast Suns home game. Brad will give a quick wrap-up on the scores and a little bit of a teaser as to what happened for the last quarter.
Yeah, so it definitely has been a scrap and a battle so far. I think Gold Coast came out the real aggressors, and we saw Robson really have an impact early, but then I just think the experience started to show for the Brisbane Lions. They took control, they settled down, and Orchard really started to get going as well. Got a few goals in the end, and yeah, now we have Brisbane Lions leading 14-9 over the Gold Coast Suns at the Gold Coast Suns home game today. So,
what a mark there by Orchard there. Sorry, Brad, just to interrupt, to bring that back to the game, because how good is this? The Brisbane Lions, they're linking up very well. And they are in a good position to take a shot here and just extend that lead a little bit. This is David McCormick. It should be in his range. A little bit unlucky there to get a point.
Yeah, behind there.
That's all right. I don't think the Lions will be too happy. Just means a little bit of extra work for their defenders to try and lock that in. We've had that ball out. Oh, what a play there by Andy Miller.
The Brisbane Lions just do a great job of taking away any space and any ways to lead. And Miller here makes a great lead, and they get it out of the back.
He's going to be looking for what an option there. That is our lovely number 4, Jace Tyler. A little bit unlucky there, just to go out. So that will be Orchid bringing that ball back in. Oh, just asking the players to move back off the mark that little bit. It's anyone's game at the moment, isn't it? It's nice and close, only one goal really in it.
And I love the way the Gold Coast Suns have come out and their approach and intent to today's game. Just really, anytime they have an opportunity to have a goal, to try and, score the goal, they're having a go. And once it's in their range, they're really being aggressive with it. So I think this is really going to suit them well, and hopefully they can narrow this lead down.
So Robson's just brought that in there and gotten another point for the Gold Coast Suns. So we've had Orchid bring it back in. Oh, unlucky there. It's been intercepted by Robson's got it. The ball's on the ground. It could be anyone's. Coulston's got it out. It's a chase down for that ball, and it's just rolled out. Suns are bringing the ball back in. Brought back into play. Lovely. That has just found the safe hands of McKelvey. He's looking for some options down there, trying to find someone who has got an option, and Andy Miller. What a safe bet there. Good hands. Always a sturdy option. Now Miller's going to find an option there. Perfect. That is Tyler over there out on that far side there. A little bit unlucky just to travel a little bit too far. That's all right. The Suns will dust that off, and hopefully they can capitalise on their next option when that's going forward. But Orchid bring it back in. Found the hand of Fernandez. He's going to go back out to Orchard. Perfect. He's played on. He's got a lovely handball there. No marks. And that ball is just going to roll out.
Brisbane do such a great job of this. When they have their momentum and they're going forward, they always look dangerous and they feel like they're about to score. So once again, Orchid has the ball here, just has a great vision on the floor and finds someone within range.
So that's McCormack there taking his shot at goal. Should be in his range. We saw this before. Oh, and he's passed it off to Coulston, who had a better angle there. What a selfless act there from the Brisbane Lions team. We'll see where this ends up. And that is a goal. The Lions will be loving that. So that is going to bring the game to an 11-point lead. So the Lions are on 21 and the Gold Coast Suns hot on their tails, though, on 10. We're back in the middle now. We've got the ball up, and that was a fight there. That was good. That was good to see a little bit more of a contest in the middle. The ball's just rolled out there, a little bit unlucky there. So we will do, I believe, a ball up again. So we've got Miller and Vanden Hoek, in the middle. They've just done that tap up. Orchard is just going to let that ball roll out.
It just feels the Brisbane Lions are starting to settle in, and the second quarter last week was definitely the tipping point in the game. So the Gold Coast Suns are really going to have to do a great job responding right now and settling down and being disciplined on the defensive end to hopefully slow the momentum of the Brisbane Lions.
Brisbane Lions, they've just put that ball in now, haven't they? And they've just linked up so well there. So currently we've got Orchid with the ball, and he's found the safe hands of Vanden Hoek, who is looking for an option in Coulston, but he's getting shut down. Oh, and they're opened up. McCormack, who's taking the shot, and smothered by Miller in the hands of Orchard, and back to Coulston to Mark. A little bit unlucky there. Miller's got it. He's gotten it out early. The ball's on the ground. If anybody's on it right now, we've got the Lions that have just found a way out. Coulston's got it. Oh, and another smother by the Lions. Tyler there with a great defensive act. And that will be out by the Suns, I believe. I think everyone will be grateful for that, to just have a quick breath and reset there a little bit.
Absolutely. And the Brisbane Lions just come up with that extra play to get possession every time there's a scrap. They seem to have either the extra number there, or they make that extra play and make the extra touch. And it's starting to pay off for them. And
Coulston there with the ball, and he has just slotted that one into a point. A little bit unlucky there for the Lions, but it must be a show to show the Gold Coast Suns defensive pressures there. They're definitely feeling it. So we've got the ball brought back in there in the hands of Andy Miller. Looking for an option. He's trying to find someone. And he's sent it long and into the hands of Robson.
And he's off. He's going to take it.
Oh, a little bit unlucky there. That's all right. It was a smart play there, though, by the Suns to just kind of play on really quick. He knew he had that open space, and he really found his way there on the court and ran right into it.
Absolutely. Had the advantage and took full grasp of that opportunity.
So we've just had the ball back in by the Lions. Bit of a collision there. The ball's going everywhere right now. We've got Robson who's just taken control of that, and it's gone out again, but it's all right. It's all quick bring in there by Orchard. Number 1, Fernandez has got it. He's looking for an option there for the Brisbane Lions. But Orchard a little bit unlucky there. It just fell out of his fingertips. And now we have McKelvey for the Suns bringing that ball back in. He's looking for an option. The Lions' defence here is pretty good. There we go. As I'm saying it, the Lions' defence, stellar performance
coming
there.
With that deflection, doesn't he? Orchard's been everywhere in today's match so far, just having a massive impact on both sides of the ball.
Oh, and Robson, what a find. He sent it long into the hands of Letters, and it just went in perfectly. The Suns will be very happy with that to tighten that score margin a little bit. So we have the Gold Coast Suns on 16, hot on the tails of the Brisbane Lions sitting at 22.
Today's match proudly sponsored by Pathways to Care. Pathways to Care friendly plan management team guides you through your NDIS funding questions, helping you navigate the system to get the most out of your plan.
So we have just had a point scored by the Brisbane Lions. It's been passed out in the hands now of Miller, who's looking for an option. He's sending it long, and French intercepts that. Passes it off to Vanden Hoek. He's got it. He's looking for an option, and he has found... They've played on, sorry, I apologise. I couldn't get that one fast enough. That was Mosley that had the ball then.
Letters just had a great smother just then, and he's going to be the reason that the Gold Coast Suns get possession here and put the pressure on them.
Holding the ball, I love that. A little bit of camaraderie between the two teams. Mosley wasn't very sure what had happened then, and the Suns were okay to help her and give her a smile and give her a bit of a pat on the back and say, well done. We don't see holding the ball call very often. They like to move it fast.
No, I think umpire Luke McLean's done a great job today of allowing the players to play and for it to be played freely and physically, which is always great for our spectators.
And what a goal there from Vanden Hoek. He knew from the moment he hit that it was in. He saw his goal sign, helping the goal umpire out there. What a show. Lions are really ramping it up today.
Vanden Hoek was another impactful player in last week's match, so he'll be looking to have another impactful game, especially coming into the second half.
So we've just seen the play there. It's still kept in by Orchard in the hands of French. Looking for an option, and that is just going to roll out. So this will be brought back in by the Suns. With not long left on the clock, it'll be good to see if they can get one more score. And intercepted by Orchard. Oh, defensive pressure there from Letters, who's looking down, pass it to Miller.
That's a great find from Miller, and they turn around and kick the goal and get the goal straight away.
Warhurst has gotten that there.
Important goal for them to get coming into the halftime break now.
There we go. And so that now brings us to halftime at our wheelchair AFL QClash. We're at Iona College, as said before, with a Gold Coast Suns home game. And a massive thank you again to Pathways to Care. The team there, they're changing the lives, really, of a lot of people around this world, especially in Australia, and they're a great sponsor of today's tournament.
Absolutely, great sponsors, and they're just so involved within the community as well.
So just to wrap up that quarter, we have the Gold Coast Suns on 22 and the Brisbane Lions on 28. Really is anybody's game at the moment, aren't we? We're going to take a short break and then come back, and I believe we have an interview with one of the lovely members of our Pathways to Care team. Welcome back, everybody, to our AFL QClash, the Wheelchair AFL. We're down here at Iona College, and I've got Sam with me from the Pathways to Care team. So we just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. Obviously, you're a big sponsor in today's game and of the tournament in general. So we just wanted to know what kind of drives you guys to be involved in the community sport?
Yeah, good question. Look, we think it really, I suppose, aligns with our vision, and that's really empowering people with disability to be part of their community and meet their goals, and having a way to facilitate that is really key to us. So we think community sport's a big part of that. It allows people socially to come together. There's obviously physical benefits, mental health benefits, so that's our motivation. That's
good. Definitely have to say I definitely agree with you there. I think this is such a great initiative, and it must be pretty good to be able to sponsor something like this, and to be here and actually see it in front of you would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So I just wanted to ask, what other kind of initiatives do you guys get involved in around in the community?
Yeah, look, we contribute in a few ways, and I think, as you mentioned, financially is, I suppose, the first way. We know it's such a struggle for community and grassroots sports to have access to the money they need, and particularly wheelchair or AFL with all the equipment needed and things like that. So anything we can do from a financial point of view is really good. Yeah.
That's good. That's what we like to see. And how have you guys in the team found the tournament today? Obviously, you were up here last weekend and you're up here again.
Yeah, been loving it. So we came up for the State League Grand Final a few weeks ago, last week, so it's good to see a really evenly matched game today.
That's good. That is what we like to see. Now, is there anything else you wanted to let everyone know about Pathways to Care? Obviously, you guys are a great sponsor, so open floor, I guess.
Yeah, look, we're always happy for people to reach out. If they wanted to sign up, we make that really quick and easy. You can do that via a phone call. The team can get that sorted in a couple of hours. Otherwise, if you want to go online, we've got an online form there. But yeah, look, if anyone's got any questions and wanted to chat to the helpful team, then feel free to get in touch.
That's good, and that is what we like to see. Well, thank you very much for that. And yeah, we thank you for obviously sponsoring such a great event out in our community, and it's good to see such a strong community out here today.
Yeah, we're loving it. Thanks very much.
Thank you. So we're back here in the third quarter at Iona College for our Wheelchair AFL QClash. The Brisbane Lions are on at 28 and the Suns hot in their tails at 22 points. Now, we just had a great chat with Sam, one of the major sponsors from the Pathways to Care team, which was great to catch up with him and ask a couple of questions. They have been a massive contributor to the whole competition. So over to the game now, Brad. It's really anyone's game, isn't it? It's one goal, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's been an absolute scrap. Right from the start, Gold Coast came out with such an aggressive focus, and as always, and as probably expected, Brisbane Lions hit back and responded to that. But since then, it's really been, a lot of back and forth, and yeah, I think it's anyone's game right now.
Definitely, it's good to see. So what we've got happening right now, it is the Suns ball. We're just looking for option for where we're going to pass that ball, and it's found the hands of Miller. It's good to see Miller out there today, really getting involved. He's found a lot of opportunities, and you can see the leadership that he takes on the field. So he was aiming for letters there. It just got interrupted by Vanden Hoek and scrapped off the field there. It's going to be the Suns' ball, so we'll see what happens here. So we have got Tyler bringing the ball back in. He's just looking for an option there. He's found, was aiming for letters, but French said, I don't think so. I've got a different plan for that ball. He's passed that one off to Vanden Hoek, who is lining up to try and take the shot here. Oh, no, he's not. He's got us there. He's passed it off to Mosley, who's passed it, and it's gotten turned over. It's found the hands of Vanden Hoek again, and point. A little bit unlucky there.
Yeah, absolutely, because he's definitely within his range, and he's demonstrated that not just today, but last week's game. So it's good to see him come out and be aggressive at the beginning of the third quarter.
So ball being brought in now by Tyler, who's looking for Miller. Miller with that reach. He's really dominating out there, isn't he?
He's just so stable and so poised. Plays a great leadership position for that Gold Coast Suns team.
In the hands of Vanden Hoek again. He's just looking for what he's going to do, where he's going to go. Oh, apologies there. It's a turnover there. Good control there, and good from the umpire, Luke McLean, to really take charge out there today. He is being a solo umpire, so obviously we are very grateful to have him out there. Someone of his capabilities.
Absolutely, and he's very experienced at what he does, and is just such a staple within our community as well.
That's another point there for the Brisbane Lions. Vanden Hoek just a little bit unlucky on the conversions in our forward line for the Lions. So we've got McKelvey bringing the ball back in for the Suns. Found the hands of Andrew Miller. He's having a look around, looking for an option. Trying to find someone. The Suns are trying to find some space out there, but the Lions are shutting them down pretty quickly. Just rolled over the head there and hit out by Colston from the Brisbane Lions. McKelvey's going to bring the ball back in again. We're getting closer down towards the Gold Coast Suns scoring half here. So it'll be good to see what we can bring out there. And it's turned over in the hands of French, who's quickly played it on to a mark for Vanden Hoek. Now, good to see what happens. He's got an option over here in Mosley, who's had it. Passed it off to Orchid. Oh, he's played on there. Got a mark there for Vanden Hoek. He's going to line this up.
Oh, it's definitely within his range, so it'll be interesting to see whether he takes this or whether he tries to go in closer.
Goal. He knows straight away, doesn't he? From the second it comes off his hand, he's got him up. He's doing the goals. He knows. He's all about it. Love a good celebration there. It's good to see.
And it's great to see such an impactful player show up in such an important quarter. I know everyone knows the third quarter is a championship quarter, so the Brisbane Lions have really come out aggressively here.
And that is what it is, isn't it? Because we look over there on our AFL Queensland table with that trophy there. It's looking very nice. Both teams want to take a photo holding that later. Be interesting to see, given the scores are so close. So we've had it brought in there from McKelvey. He's passed it to Tyler. A quick play on down there. A little bit unlucky there from Warhurst. Just couldn't find the goals quick enough.
Today's match is proudly sponsored by Pathways to Care. Having been a registered NDIS provider since 2017, Pathways to Care have grown as the NDIS has grown, gaining invaluable knowledge along the way.
They really have, haven't they? As we just spoke with Sam, he was telling us some really good things about the Pathways to Care team, and they're up here, they're showing out, and they're really doing some wonderful things for the sporting community. Oh, and in the hands of Warhurst there, he's looking to go quick, and a little bit unlucky to get a point there. But that is all right. So we'll see the Suns in defence now and see what happens. So we've got Colston looking for an option to bring that ball back in for the Lions. He's gone long. Oh, and what an intercept there from Letters. He's moved it along forward. A little bit of a scrap down there. Picked up by the Lions, played on, moved it fast. We've got Tyler there, Colston there.
50-50 right now. Gold Coast Suns come up with that.
Big collision there. Fernandez has the ball. He's passed it off. Miller's got it. He's looking down. Warhurst is on. Oh, it's just bounced past Warhurst. A little bit unlucky there. They get brought back in by the Brisbane Lions.
I think it's a really good focus for the Gold Coast Suns trying to score and transition quickly, because I think it's been really established last game as well as this game that when the Brisbane Lions are set in their defence, they're very difficult to score against.
They are indeed. So we've got Mosley who's just passed it off there to Vandenhoek. He's taken his time moving back. The Lions will want another goal here. They'll just want to extend that lead a little bit. So there we go. He's got it. He's the first one to know. He loves a celebration, doesn't he? That is what we like to see.
He is letting the Gold Coast Suns bench know that one.
He definitely is. He's had quite the performance today. He's got 4 goals to his name, which is what we like to see. A good tap there. Mosley had the second tap to push it down into the Lions' favour. It's passed down. Tyler has handed it into the hands of Letters, who's found Miller, who's tried to do a quick play on to Warhurst. A little bit unlucky. We've had Colston go a quick one over the head to get it back out in the Brisbane Lions' favour. Fernandez and Tyler going at it, trying to get a clean pick up on that ball. Vandenhoek's got it, and just gone in for a point, I believe. That's another point to the Lions.
Yes,
yeah, definitely is a point.
McKelvey here.
The Suns are bringing the ball back in. They've just found an option there. Anybody's ball, picked it up there from Colston, rolling back down. No score. So we've got McKelvey bringing the ball back into play, which is what I like to see. He's taken a real dominant leadership from the backs there today, which is good to see. Miller's got the ball. Everyone's having a bit of a laugh, bit of a joke down there on the court. It's good to see. Everyone's in good spirits around here. It's definitely is a tight community. And what a ball there, straight into the hands of Tyler, who also has had quite the game today. He's had a lot of possessions. He's really made a name for himself today. And he's found Letters. Letters is going to take the ball back and potentially take the shot. And hasn't he just?
Struck it nicely.
What a conversion there for Letters. That is what they like to see from Paul Letters there.
That was a great goal. I think it was a really important goal for the Gold Coast Suns to get. The Brisbane Lions started to really take control those past few minutes of this third quarter, and it's great to see the Gold Coast Suns respond, and we'll see if they can capitalise on this and start to get a few more points now and a few more goals moving forward.
A little bit unlucky there. The ball's just been hit out by Colston. It's going to be the Suns' ball. Time is ticking down here, so the Suns will be hoping to get a couple more points up on that board just to see what happens and to kind of close that gap. The ball's been brought back in by McCormick in the hands of Miller. He's done a quick play on down to Tyler. And a little bit unlucky there. Lions tried to get a clean hold of that. We couldn't get it. They've passed it forward into the Lions' favour. Look at the scrap there. It's anyone's game. It's anyone's ball. And it's kept in there by the Suns. Tyler's going to grab that, keep it back in. A little bit unlucky, but he's got the support there of Miller, who's batted it to the favour of Robson. Pushing the back. That will be the Suns' ball. Come back, we'll just have a quick reset. Only about 30 seconds left on the clock, so hopefully the Suns can capitalise on this opportunity. He's gone for the play on, he's hit it down. So we're just bringing it back there. That is the Lions' ball. Fernandez has it. He's going to do a quick play over to McCormick. He's got it. He's passed it on. He's found the hands of... a little bit unlucky there from French. He's found the point. A little bit unlucky not to convert that to the goal. But as we saw, our wonderful umpire, Luke McLean, just took control of that. We thought it was going to be a mark, but it was touched, which is why that play just went a little bit quick there. But good from French to try and get one more thing up on the board before our three-quarter time.
Yep. And three-quarter time here, Brisbane Lions leading the Gold Coast Suns 44-29 here at Iona College. Once again, today's game's proudly sponsored by Pathways to Care. Forget the hassle, no extra cost. When you are plan managed with Pathways to Care, you can leave the stress of managing your NDIS plan with them. Reach out today to their friendly team on 1300 467 284.
this one. So we're just getting McCormick back up. Perfect. That's what we'd like to see. He's back up. He's ready. And, you know, they bounce back up when that happens. We saw it a lot last week, the crashing and the collisions, and it was quite the community event. Both teams were helping each other out, getting the players back up, having a good laugh and a good smile at it. They're definitely in good spirits when they're out here playing. So we've got Andy Miller now. He's just was looking for Coulston, intercepted by French, who did a quick play onto Orchid, and it's just rolled down to get a point for the Brisbane Lions. We've got
the Brisbane Lions are just so impressive in their ability to transition, probably on both sides of the ball, Alyssa. They go from offense straight into their defense. They get back, they get set, they take away space, and then they're so quick to go back the other way once they get the stop.
They do switch over very quick, and speaking of, though, the Suns, though, they've had quite the transition and just a little bit unlucky that ball's gone out.
Today's game sponsored by Pathways to Care, budgeting tools to help you stay on track. When you are plan managed by Pathways to Care, you can access their dashboard via desktop or a mobile app, allowing you to view your funding and keep track of your budgets.
And a point there for the Brisbane Lions. We've had a couple of interchanges, so Orchid's gone off and Coulston has gone off for the Brisbane Lions, which has brought on Fernandez and Mosley. Brought back in there from the Gold Coast Suns. Found the hands of Miller, who's gone long looking for Robson. It's a little bit of contested, and Vandenhoek's picked it up. He's played it on, down, or touched from Miller. Looking for the hands of Tyler, trying to pick it up. Suns have got numbers there. That's out, and a little bit unlucky. We've just had a man down for the Lions. I believe that's French down there. He's going to get helped up there. Look at that. That's what we like to see, you know. Both teams getting around them, helping them back up. And see what happens here. I believe the ball's out. Perfect. Tyler's bringing that ball back in. And resumed. He's looking for an option. He was intercepted there from Mosley. He was looking for Cunningham, but a little bit unlucky there. And Mosley's passed it off to Vandenhoek, who's having a look for an option. He's gone quick down to Fernandez, who should be in his range. We should see what he can do here. Oh, what a great intercept from Miller there. He's put it down forward, and a little bit unlucky. The Lions capitalised on that first. They just got their first to the footy. Was looking for French, got intercepted. A little bit of anyone's footy. And Fernandez was trying there. He got a point, though, for the Lions. That is what the Lions will take. I think at this stage we're just kind of taking any score as a score just to try and further that gap for the Lions. But we'd like to see the Suns get a couple more in the last 2.5 minutes of this game. It would be good to see the Suns get on that board again. We've had Miller pass down. Look for Letters. And what a mark there from Letters. He's grabbed it now. Oh, there's been a play on there. Looking for Robson, a little bit unlucky. See if he can quick play this, and a little bit unlucky there to get in the point. But as we said, now they're in there attacking 50. Hopefully, the Suns can stop that ball from getting down into the Lions forwards and capitalise on a couple more goals. But as we've said, the ball's found French, but in the hands of Mosley, who's found Fernandez, and it's going to bounce and hit that post. We've seen a couple of them today, haven't we?
We have, and they transition. The Brisbane Lions go from defence, they get out into offence so quickly, and they get the ball moving down the floor quickly, and they just find space.
They do, but as we're saying that, the Suns are trying to bring the ball back down, and Fernandez have kept it in the hands of French, who's passed it off very quickly to McCormick, who was looking for Mosley. It's gone out, though. It's going to be brought back in by the Suns. McKelvey's bringing that ball back in. He's having a look around for some options. The Lions' defence, though, is very good. And as I say that, there is a great grab there from Fernandez, who's done a quick play with a mark. And a play, a little bit unlucky for French there. They had the right idea, though. Vandenhoek was trying to get that play onto French to get him to line him up for a better angle at the goals, which they just missed. He's gone long there, the Gold Coast Suns. We've tried to get the hands of Chris Robson, but it's gone out.
feel like the Brisbane Lions have done a great job of limiting the impact of Miller in this quarter. He's found it really difficult to get hands on the footy and find space, especially when they're trying to go forward. So, you know, great job by the Brisbane Lions, seeing him as a massive impact player for them, for the Gold Coast Suns.
Definitely, and whilst we're on it, we also have just seen Orchid come back on, and I believe Vandenhoek's come off, and Mosley's just taken a mark there, and over the head, a little bit unlucky from French. It's still in though, and Orchid's found the hands of Fernandez, and that is a point.
Fernandez trying to go quick. I like the intent. I like the focus there.
Definitely, they know, are probably aware they've only got about 30 seconds left of this game, and they just want to get anything they can to really solidify their lead in this game. So Orchid's played it on there to French, who has gotten the goal, and they love that. The Brisbane Lions, with about 10 seconds left on the game. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully we can finish this game off with one more goal. Ball's up. Orchid's done a tap. Miller's punched it down into the favour of the Suns. Orchid's picked it back up. He's pushed it down. Oh, and what an intercept there from Tyler. It's been played on, and that is the end of the game today. So that brings us to 31 for the Gold Coast Suns and 69 for the Brisbane Lions. As you can see out there, players shaking hands, giving each other a hug. It's such a good community out there. And a massive shout out, obviously, to Pathways to Care for really getting around it today, and for showing up, and for providing a goal umpire, for coming up and really getting around the community, and our QClash event that we've had today.
Pathways to Care. Sign up is quick and easy. Never wait to be set up with plan management at Pathways to Care. Signing up is fast and easy. With all the right information, they can have you set up within hours. Call 1300 467 284 now.
So that is a wrap, Brad, on our Wheelchair AFL QClash. It was a Gold Coast Suns home game. The Suns a little bit unlucky, but a massive congratulations to the Brisbane Lions team that had 115 to 48, so that was a 67-point margin for the first win last weekend, and they have beaten the Gold Coast Suns by 38 today, which definitely shows is a big testament to the Gold Coast Suns. They've definitely come into today's game with a bit of a different mindset, I'd say, and a bit of a different structure. We saw Miller on for the whole game, if not most of the game today, and they really utilised that. And a massive shout out to Jace Tyler, who had a lot of touches today and just found his way out there on the court as well. It was great to see. Congratulations again to the Brisbane Lions. Thank you all for tuning in at home for our Wheelchair AFL QClash. I'm Alyssa Beasley, joined with Brad Kahn, and that is a wrap on the AFL QClash, Wheelchair AFL at Iona College, sponsored by our Pathways to Care team. Congratulations to the Brisbane Lions. Thank you for tuning in at home.
The Lions taking out the QClash, but I think we just need to put together our hands for everyone that's participated. the next QClash, after that. Obviously, it's a big weekend next week for the Gold Coast Suns in the VFL Grand Final, so we're looking forward to seeing the Suns there. And of course, the Brisbane Lions men's team playing in the preliminary final as well. No doubt it'll be a big game. So from here, we will name our state team, which a direct communication will come out via email of our travelling team. Of course, this is the squad that's going to continue to train, so we'll actually take this week off and we'll start the following week as we lead into the AFL Grand Final weekend, and then we'll train weekly in the lead up to the Nationals from the 1st to the 5th of November. And I guess the last thank you before we do go through, and we've got Ross here as well from Pathways to Care. A big thank you to Ross and the team that have on the AFLQ channel on YouTube, so make sure you go back and check it out. And thanks to Brad and Alyssa that were on the comms today. So we will wrap up. We've done all of our thank yous over the course of the 2-game series. We had advice from both teams, coordinators and coaches, along with our umpiring panel and the state coaching group. So we are pleased to announce that our MVP across the 2-game series from the Brisbane Lions, and was actually last year's winner as well, and that's Tristan Orchard. So congratulations, Tristan. I'll let you say a few words anyway.
It was fantastic. Flying from the clubs, I think, is the first thing that I want to thank. I think the respect that you've been showing. Wheelchair sports don't really get given that, and I think that is fantastic. And probably I think this year to Gold Coast Suns, you guys played us hard, especially today, and led the opponents and our team buy in and just the respect that giving each other great sports. Been phenomenal. Can't wait to do it again next year.
Congratulations, and we will. I've got Mark Hanley, who's our participation manager for AFL Queensland, present the cup to Michael Dobby Bridges as the captain coach. So Nick, I'll get your cup and say a few words, and then we'll present it officially to the footy club.
Firstly, to AFL, Andrews, Jeff, thanks for putting it on. It's definitely gone up a level from last year, and it's really good to see the level is improving across all the group. Pathways to Care, thanks for coming on board as a partner here. It's impressive to see the commitment of you guys flying people up each week. So thank you for that commitment. The Suns, well played, especially today. That was a cracking game, right? Andy and the team, love the way you go about it. So thank you for competing. Brisbane Lions, firstly to Andrew. Mate, it means a lot to have the chairman of the Lions come out each week and watch. So. You're involved in the very first discussion we ever had about the wheelchair footy in Queensland, and the fact that we're here now a couple of years later and look at the growth of the game and the opportunity we get to provide to everyone. Jacko, mate, assistant coach again, we love you. So this is good. Team, well done. Really proud. Good buy-ins across the 3 weeks. Love the way you've gone about it, the way you supported each other. We talked about the values and the way we wanted to play, and we've ticked that off. Well done, everyone.
Officially winning the series 2-0. So congratulations to the Brisbane Lions Football Club. Well done, we'll get a team photo very shortly. We got Ben, part of our media team here, and there'll be a video that will come out as well, and we'll send some photos from the QClash to everyone's inboxes. But that does wrap up season 2023 from AFL Wheelchair in Queensland. Thanks very much for everyone's involvement. The season's to get underway in the second weekend of May next year, so that'll be the initial start of next year's season. But we really appreciate everyone's support. It's going to grow next year. When I say grow, we're going to make sure that we engineer our junior program to ensure it's a sustainable model. So, Jacko, everyone that's around, we're going to start growing it from the grassroots up, and there's going to be programs all the way through so that you've been pioneers in the game, as we've spoken about, to everyone that's played this year in particular, and those that have been involved in the conversations right from the get-go. So, Jacko, we'll see you play footy next year, that's for sure. There'll be an opportunity for everyone. But other than that, thank you very much for being involved in AFL Wheelchair. The state team will get announced during the week via our internal comms. Other than that, congratulations to the Brisbane Lions. Well done. Easy. Right, Brizzy, we'll get a photo. Yep.